Good morning, students. Today in this session I am going to discuss with you what are frequency diagrams. Well children, when we talk about frequency diagrams, they are a part of a diagrammatic presentation of a data. So frequency diagrams relate to the diagrammatic presentation of frequency distributions. That means that in these diagrams the values of a variable repeat themselves a number of times, and these frequency diagrams are of three different forms, that is histogram, polygon and ogive. So I am going to discuss with you each diagram one by one. So today we will be discussing about histogram and polygon. So children, to begin with the first one, histogram is actually a graphical presentation of a frequency distribution of a continuous series. Now, while we construct a histogram, what we do, we take the values of variable on the x-axis and the frequencies are taken on the y-axis. They are actually shown by rectangles. And children, the width of the rectangles are according to the width of the class interval which has been given. Now the height of the rectangle is in proportion to the frequencies of the class interval which may vary. Now different rectangles, what happens, they meet each other from left to right. And in case the data is in the form of inclusive series, then the data is first converted into an exclusive series and then it is been presented. Now children, if you see diagram of histogram, here there is a series with equal class interval which will make a histogram of an equal width of rectangles. That means the length of rectangles would be different in proportion to the frequencies of their class interval. If you see over here on the x-axis, we have taken the marks, and on the y-axis we have taken the number of students. And that is how we have shown that if the marks, how many children who are able to secure a marks between 0 to 10, so that is between 0 to 10, there are 5 students in the class who have secured this marks. And if we talk about 10 to 20, then we have around 10 students. Now, if you see, we can say that this histogram diagram is somehow almost same as a bar diagram. But the difference is that over in histogram, you start plotting from the 0. Right, but in bar diagram we leave a space and then we start plotting the data. So this is what a histogram, where we have shown the number of students with their corresponding marks in the statistics. If you see, their width is same but their length differs according to their frequency, that is according to the number of the students. Now the next comes the polygon. When we talk about polygon, children, polygon is another form of diagrammatic presentation of a data. It is formed by joining midpoints of the tops of all rectangles in a histogram. Now here you have to remember one thing, that this polygon can even be drawn without constructing a histogram. For this, only the thing which you have to do is that the mid values of the classes of a frequency distribution are being marked on x-axis of the graph, and accordingly the corresponding frequencies are marked on the y-axis, and then using a scale, all points indicating the frequencies of different classes can be joined together to make a graph, and that is known as frequency polygon. Now over here you have to remember one thing, that is both the sides of the frequency polygon are extended to meet the x-axis. Children, if you see the diagram of a frequency polygon where we have shown that a number of students of a college, that how much marks they have scored in statistics, for this a frequency polygon has been constructed. Over here again on the x-axis we have taken the marks, and on the y-axis we have number of students, and according to their frequencies we have marked that how many students have scored marks between 0 to 10, that is 5, or between 50 to 60, that is 8. So if you see over here, the midpoints of the tops of rectangles in the histograms have been marked and then joined them using a scale. And another thing which is important over here is that the lower or the higher midpoints of the frequency are being joined at the baseline, that is on the x-axis. It means that both the sides of frequency polygon, they are being extended to meet at the x-axis. So frequency polygon can be constructed without the help of histogram also, under the method of midpoints of the various class intervals are taken, and accordingly the corresponding frequencies of each midpoints are plotted. This is how we can present the data in the form of a frequency polygon even without constructing a histogram. So these two are the frequency diagrams which could be used to present the data in a continuous form. Thank you.